channel Chanvi at the rate of Learn with Charlie Intellects. And welcome to the podcast where we dive into inspirational stories and also the meaningful conversations. Today's podcast is the Knowspire podcast, and I'm honored to be meeting an inspirational educator, exceptional educator, a passionate mental wellness coach, author, and a lifelong learner. And with over 30 years of experience in English teaching, she has made a significant impact in the English education from changing curriculum in Goa to training many students to overcome the fear and face the stage of public speaking with confidence. She is also an author of the book Unleash the Mental Wellness with Quotient, and also she's a certified psychotherapist and NLP practitioner and also awarded by the state CM. So she's none other than Mrs. Rita. Let's know more about her story and ups and downs behind this successful story. Now, let us welcome Mrs. Rita ma'am on to our podcast and know more about her and also know and take an inspiration from her to make ourselves successful. Let's meet inside the podcast with Rita ma'am. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Rita ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. I had a
Yes. Hello.
yes. Can you hear?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. Tell me.
Okay, so your first question, ma'am. Today, many are thinking to take up the teacher's job, but you have bravely taken up that teacher job and continued in the same field for over 35 years, I think. So, what motivated you to
Yes.
be a
Yes.
teacher?
Actually, from the very first, I used to like to interact with youngsters, and whenever I would speak to them, I was heard. And it was at times when, I could solve their difficulties. And also, I thought, okay, why not? Teaching is the best career where you can impact lives of people and you can bring a transformation in this young generation. That is how I thought that teaching would be a good thing to do. And you get to not only teach them, but you also get to learn with them.
Yes, ma'am. So, what is
Yes.
your opinion about teaching and who care? What are the good qualities that a teacher should have, do you think?
Yes. Any job when we take, first of all, we have to have an interest in it. And when it comes to teaching, it's a bigger interest because you get to
Hello? 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 Can you hear me, ma'am?
yes, yes, I can
Yes.
hear. So I
Yes.
said when one takes up any job, we have to have interest in it. But when it comes to teaching, teaching is a very, it carries a lot of responsibility because here we are molding lives. So you have to be very passionate about teaching, about what you want to reach out to the people, what you want to the students, what you want them to learn. So for that, you have to have a very clear mindset, and your goal should not be one of just doing it like any profession, but instead imparting knowledge, information, but also changing lives of people which they can or teaching them in a manner which they can use it in their lives later on in any whenever they are out in the society in any profession they take up.
Yes, yes, that is
So
true.
one has to be passionate, interested, and has to have a lot of patience
Ah,
because you won't find the same kinds of students all the time. You have to go to the level of the students, their understanding. Some might be smarter, some might also be, needing more time to understand you. So you have to, like each child, you have to handle in another manner.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. That is very true. Each child has a different learning
Mhm.
capacity. We are seeing that. And you have the experience of changing the curriculum in Goa. And what do you think that the changes you have made
Yes.
have brought on in the curriculum in Goa? And why do you think that the changes are needed in present educational system?
Is there some connectivity issue with mine or
Yes, yes, nothing will happen, ma. It's let us go on.
okay? Yes, okay. Yes, regarding curriculum which has changed, it has tremendously changed. Like in the past 33 years, I have been seeing that earlier when we were teaching, we were focusing more on rote learning. We were more teacher centric. We were more textbook oriented. But over the years, the curriculum has changed and it is changed for better. I feel it is good that today we are using technology in our teaching. We are more into, project based learning,
Yes.
student centered learning, which helps them to prepare for life. So we focus more on skills, especially if I talk about language. We are not just teaching them textual language or teaching them grammar or vocabulary. Today we are teaching or we are including many soft skills in it. Like, I often use communication skills and public speaking when I'm teaching them so that they too get a chance to come forward and express their ideas. Then, through project learning, they are today using what we can say the team spirit and leadership they are showcasing. So, I feel the change has been good from rote learning and memorizing and long answers to very, knowledge based and realistic kind of questions which we are dealing today.
Yes, ma'am, that is true. But one
Yes.
more important doubt I do
Mm.
have is that today the NCRT books are there for us for each and every class from higher standard.
Mhm.
Very few schools are using these books, and many are preferring the outside publications and using them. They many are getting. Hello, speaking. So, ma'am,
Yes, yes.
one more question. What do you think that? So, I am asking you this. This is the
Mm.
doubt I expect. I have faced it from many of the parents. Which curriculum we should we choose? CBSE or ICSE or SSE? Which standard books are best for the students, which can mold their future in a beautiful way? Which curriculum we should we
See,
join the child in?
yes, now I'll tell you, I stay in Goa, so we don't have here hardly two or three schools which are CBSE. We have all the Goa board. But the thing is, whether it is CBSE, you have following the NCERT syllabus only, except for the ICSE pattern which we have.
Yes,
So I think if you're stressing too much on competition, it
yes,
is any kind of a curriculum a child can follow, but textbooks and all, when you ask the schools to follow, no, it is each one's choice. And there are so many private run institutions today, no. In Goa, we hardly have any private run institutions. So whatever is accepted by our Goa State Center for Educational Research, like we have NCRT, we have the SCRT, we have to follow that. And I think it finally the concepts are the same, only the textbooks are different. Curriculum is also now when NEP is coming, curriculum is the standard for everyone. So all over India.
Okay.
Only thing is when it comes to competitions, they want extra something. That's why, CBSE or ICSE, they learn one or two above, I mean, the higher stages they learn. That's why. But that is bringing a lot of pressure, I feel. It's the choice of the
Yes.
uh, parents finally. Yes.
But I also see that there are many private publications today. The schools are preferring
Hmm.
more private publications than the NCRT books. I have seen that in many of them. So what?
Yes, but then finally, lot of pressure is being put on the students, and the child from the very initial years is bearing the baggage not on his shoulder, but as a responsible, all the responsibilities on him that in the future I have to get into the so-called professions which are like medicine and engineering and all. So we are burdening them. Why not let these children just enjoy their life and play? And whatever they are finally going to choose for themselves and they will fit into, they should be given the choice, I feel.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise we are stealing their childhood from them only because the parents want that a child should be perfect and he should have, they think that success is going to be only when he pursues a certain vocation.
So
What
because
do you
of this,
say? That's what is my opinion.
yes, yes. Today, many students
Yes.
are facing this problem of stress, and also they are facing many
Yes.
difficulties, burden on in the studies. So, what do you
Hmm.
think? What is the valuable suggestion you can give to them to overcome this stage, as you are also a mental wellness coach?
Yes, stress and anxiety. See, I want to say stress and anxiety is a part of life. You
Yes,
have to accept it. But when it builds up so much that you can't tackle it, that is the time we have to intervene. So students, why do they feel stress? Because it is the examination pressure, which is put down by the schools, by their parents, and then they themselves have lot of expectations that I must score so much. And I can see a child who is 99.9% is never satisfied with his results. So he has made a boundary for himself, no, set a target for himself. No, I have to score so much. So this is what the society is doing. So what they have to do is take it easily. How much they can stretch only, they should accept that much. If it is not possible, then it is not the end of life. No, there are more opportunities.
yes,
That's what they have to accept, and we have to encourage them as teachers as well as parents not to pressurize them so much because they get into good schools and good colleges, they can't handle the studies, and then they take drastic steps.
yes,
So
very,
I feel
very.
they have to understand that wherever their interest lies, they have to do that. And we are actually talking about these issues a lot when when we set when we change the paper patterns and when we include or we delete the certain syllabus. So because we are stressing more on competition, not competency. We are just trying to compete, and
Yes,
the child there gets lost and he can't handle it.
yes,
So a
definitely.
few tips are there, like you mentioned. I have written this. I have. You must be aware that I have written this
Yes,
book
yes, ma'am.
on, yes,
Yes,
mental wellness, where my main aim was to give them tips how to handle their stress, how not to go into depression, how to handle the anxiety and the overthinking patterns which our students have regularly, which draws them into, a kind of a strain on the mind that they are not even facing reality and they are so confused that they don't know in the future what they are going to do.
yes,
So that book especially was brought out during COVID when I saw that our students were so confused and they were not sure whether, especially the good students, they were not sure whether they will even have exams. Because, if you go to see today, we have only examination which grades our children. And if they don't score well, they are not said to be successful and they will not be fit for getting into any other uh, higher education centers. Like, so that has to be addressed, I feel. And that only as educator or a parent we can understand and we can remove this burden from their minds.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Hope I
That
am
is
clear
true.
enough.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Today, many parents
Okay.
are also stressing their children to write this
Mm.
Olympiad. Why didn't you get this? And today, the
Mm.
comparison has increased from child to child. So, this
Yes.
compare, I think that we should stop comparing our child with others.
Yes, yes. Each one is different. Even the we say no, always the five fingers on a palm are also not the same. Our two children also in the house may not be the same. So we have to accept them as they are.
So everyone is thinking that what we have today, that is enough knowledge, enough knowledge. We are excellent, we are excellent. But you never kept, have stopped learning. You have ran behind some courses to upgrade yourself every time. And you have proved that there is no age limit for learning and knowledge is a vast ocean. And what is your
Yes.
inspiration, how you did this even at this age?
I feel now I have more time to learn. Earlier, like it was the family responsibilities, I was new in the job and all, but I never stopped learning because learning always opens our mind to many more new avenues. And whenever we are faced, with challenges, this learning comes handy. And that is what I want my students also to know. Just don't study the bookish knowledge, acquire some skills. And nowadays, so many short term courses are there where if they learn that, and tomorrow, if they are not fit into some particular job, those skills are going to help them to get on in life. So
Yes,
I feel learning should be continued. And as a teacher, if you are not learning, you are a misfit, I feel. You have to keep on updating yourself. You have to keep on, and mainly not the things which everybody is doing, what interests you. So, if we as a teacher do things which are related to our subject, that's very good. But if something else is also available now, see, like technology has just come in. Now, AI is also getting into our education. So, only AI you cannot learn. But like there are many other tools, which you can use in preparing your lessons, like Canva and PPTs, no, like we get
Microsoft.
into. We can make yes, Microsoft is. You can make your lessons more interesting, engage, students by showing them YouTube videos, and children learn it very much faster than, we. And especially I'll say at my age, I have tried to upgrade myself so much, and I think so I am quite good enough at this age also that I can do some things on my own,
Yes,
though I may not say I'm a tech savvy person. But all these, when we include, no, it makes interesting, teaching, learning interesting.
yes.
Like, especially, I'll like to mention during COVID, suddenly from one to one interaction, we changed to screens. So, all our lessons had to be made into PPTs. Then we had to store all our notes on Google Classroom, ask them to fill Google Forms. So, it was something so new, but it was very interesting. And it has
Yeah.
been so handy today for me that my notes are already prepared. I don't have to dictate in the class. Students can just go there, then they reply. And I feel even we say mobiles are a, nuisance. No, but mobiles are keeping us, I means at the tip of my fingers, I can solve a difficulty of my students, I feel. So
Yes.
technology is one thing, we have to
Use it in
upgrade
a good
ourselves.
way. I think if we use it in a good way,
Yes.
right way.
Yes, good way.
So
Yes, right.
so today's children or elders or anyone, when they have learned English, they have learned grammar, but they are not able to speak thoroughly when coming into the public speaking. Many are feared, and still we have many courses on the online and offline for the spoken English, many curriculums. So you are also a public speaker trainer. So what is the advice you give to the children and also elders to overcome this fear and speak confidently?
Yes, see, I feel fear is just in the mind, right? So till you attempt and you don't get a successful result, like okay, first time if you make mistake, you stop doing that activity there only. You have to realize that see, mistakes are a part of learning. So once you'll make a mistake, again, when you keep practicing that thing, the mistakes are going to lessen. So in case of public speaking, what I do in the classroom and how I encourage my students is just think about something which, like, I'm sitting with you and I'm speaking to you, no?
Yes.
So speak to somebody like this about your small activities every day. Like, what did you do from morning? Whom did you met? How did you help your mother? So when you are taking small things which are already in your mind and speaking about it, and you become confident in it, it's not going to be something difficult. So I ask them, first of all, is because we have our mother tongue playing a major role here in learning. So I ask them, please don't translate in the mother tongue. Always start thinking in English. Speak, like, there's a dialogue, I can talk English, I can walk English, because English is, you
Yes.
must be saying. So you have to talk in English, you have to all the time think in English. So automatically the vocabulary which you have acquired, you will make use of it. And it is not necessary to be a public speaker, you have to use very complicated words. You can use simple words, understand their meaning, and apply it in the sentences. And another task is, before speaking, why can't you write it down? When you write it down, it's coming directly from your mind. So when you speak it, you will be very confident in that. And slowly increase, then talk about your subject, then talk about everyday what happens in our neighborhood. So
Yes.
whether it is the elders or this, no course can make you a perfect speaker. It is going to come from within. And to help you in that is, you have to listen to good speakers of English. You have to also practice in front of the mirror at times, or make a friend of yours, who will support you, or a family member that when you speak can correct you. And then I don't think it is going to be a difficult task.
Yes.
Don't be hesitant in speaking, actually. And if
Yes.
you fail, again try it. That's really helped my students, because they used to be very shy students. I used to encourage them, they used to come forward, and today they are so empowered that, like, I feel so proud that they can speak fluently, confidently in English.
I think that you have created many future assets of our country. So, these students, can you share one of the successful stories of your students?
There are many, but this is what, when after they pass out and then they come and meet us, or even they message me, like, they tell, ma'am, in the class used to always force me, come forward, speak. I used to be scared. But today when I'm out, like, I have taken up, I am so confident that I can do conversations, I can go about, present my ideas and all. It is really very fulfilling. And I feel so proud. Like, on Teachers' Day also, like, some students met me and they said, ma'am, it was you only. Learn, no, speak, no, used to say. And see, today we are in a profession. Like, one of the student mentioned to me, ma'am, during the PTA meeting, PTM meeting, you just told to my parents, she's very good in studies and she's very sincere. So she says that word has, got into my mind, and I got into a profession. She's a nurse today, and she says, I do my tasks so sincerely. So you could, I mean, in my continual journey, I have tried to uh, see the spark in people, told them, learn to believe in yourself, and they have gone about, and it's really wonderful seeing my children grow, my learners grow.
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am. I think that you are becoming emotional by remembering their stories, successful stories.
Yes.
So, you have also worked with NGOs and has been awarded for your social service. What motivated you to also move towards that side?
See, as a teacher, we engage in so many extracurricular activities. Sometimes we have campaigns. So, through those campaigns, when we are going out, like, we interact with NGOs. Now, especially I have, as- for the last 18 years, I am associated with Junior Chamber International. You must have heard about JCI,
Yeah.
which makes, not only we do, yes, not only it develops your personality, but it also does tasks in the community. Then later on, I'm also associated with Rotaries. So taking our students, and also I going and doing work in the community. I thought, this is like, an extension of what my actual goal was, no? Just being a teacher, you're going to only touch the lives of few people, but then you are now in turn contributing to the society. Service to the community is the bigger service. So not only enlightening minds, but also bringing a change in the society. And whenever these NGOs need, they ask us to collaborate with them. So I feel that was again my calling, and I have been with them now for so many years. And without knowing that I will get awards or this, that I continued my
Yeah.
good work.
So, what advice would you give to all the teachers and students here and also parents here? So, this is the main question and the final question. What is meant by the true success to any one of us?
See, success cannot be defined. Success is when you feel that whatever work you had set out to do, you have accomplished to the best of your power, and you have created an impact. And I feel, as a teacher, I have done it, and the other teachers who are listening, they are doing it. They are giving their very best to change the lives of students, not that only helping them in improving their grades or in making them professionals, but I think we are preparing them for a larger scene which is going to happen in their lives when they face the world. So I feel success is that you are at the end of the day, like now I'm on the verge of retirement. I feel I have done really some great thing by, changing life, transforming, empowering students that today they can be independent, they can be confident when they go out, and they in turn are going to inspire others. So that is success. So when you take up any job, see that money will come and go, but the joy which you get when you change or you bring smiles to the learner's face, you bring them out of their stressful condition, when you inspire them to do wonders, that is ultimate success for me.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. You have given us a very valuable information which will be useful for many parents, students, and also teachers to work further. So, would you like to give any message that all should follow in this podcast?
Yes, one is do anything what you are assigned with total dedication, with lot of passion. Keep learning, accept your failures, make them your strengths. And last is be resilient. See, life will bring lots of challenges. There will be ups and there will be downs, but you have to have the strength to bounce back. And all the very best to all the listeners and to you, Kirtana, for giving me this opportunity to reach out to a larger audience.
Yes.
Hope the little lives which I have touched will surely make a beautiful world around them and also make everyone happy around.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you very
Thank,
much, ma'am. So belated Happy Teachers Day from my and me and my daughter also. She's also listening to your
okay.
words, and also many are
Yes,
listening to
thank
your
you.
words. I wish you a belated Happy Teachers Day from all your students too, ma'am. Thank you. It's a very great
Yes.
opportunity to have a great knowledge to listen to you, and also thank you very much for joining this podcast, ma'am.
Thank you once again, Kirtana. And happy Teachers Day. Teachers, we are in a profession, but you are such a great teacher, creating uh, impact on the lives of young students. I know your work, and I wish you all the very best and lots of love to your daughter.
Yes, yes.
May she grow into a wonderful human being. Thank you so much
Thank you very much,
for
ma'am.
inviting me.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay,
This is
thank
the
you.
end of today, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.